Draw the Day creative videos. My name's Jodie Silverman and I work as an artist for Cartwheel Arts. I've created this video so that you can follow along at home and I'll show you what materials you'll need. Today's activity is all about taking your time and noticing. So let's grab some materials and we can get creative together. First I've got some coloured sand. You can also use just ordinary sand, or you could use rice or sugar, something like that, or even lentils. Then I've got just a little piece of cardboard. I've just pulled this off a packet, so it's fairly easy to get hold of. Then I've got 2 paintbrushes of different sizes. We're going to be using the opposite end to the brush, so you're just looking at different thicknesses. You could also use pencils or sticks from the garden, something like that. Then I've got a hairbrush. Ideally I'd have a comb for this, but as you can see my hair's not seen a comb for a long time, so I'm going to have a go using a brush. If you've not got a brush or a comb, don't worry, it's not essential for this activity. So there are your materials. You might want to pause the video for a bit now while you go and get all your bits and bobs together, and then when you get back, let's get creative. Okay, so today's activity is called Change the Picture, and we're going to be making some ephemeral art. So what ephemeral means is it's something that's only there for a really short period of time and then it's gone. So we're going to be using sand to create pictures, and then we're going to brush it away and let it go. So we need to really appreciate our artwork while it's there, and then we need to let it go. So I've got some coloured sand here. I'm just going to cut the packet of sand open and pour my sand out onto my paper. If you're doing this at home, just be careful that you're not getting sand absolutely everywhere. So you might want to put a table covering or something down just to catch all the sand, just to make it a bit easier to kind of tidy up afterwards. So I'm going to just pour my sand out. And then I'm going to use a brush just to kind of start to spread it out. So what I'm going to be doing at first is trying different tools to make different marks in the sand, and then when I've done that I might have a go at making a picture with the sand. So the first thing that I'm going to try is I'm going to try using a bit of cardboard. So I'm just going to start pushing the sand around with this and just seeing sort of what marks I can make with it. So it's a bit noisy in my street today because there's a lot of construction work going on, so apologies if you can hear a lot of noise in the background. So I'm just sort of pushing the sand around and making a bit of a sort of abstract pattern. And it feels quite nice just to kind of play and just keep changing what's happening on the page. So I quite like how that's looking actually. So if you want to, after you've done each piece, you could, if you wanted to keep a record of it, you could take a picture of it on your phone or on a tablet, or you could just choose to just let it go totally and just appreciate it in the moment, and then, which is what I'm gonna do. And then I'm just gonna swipe through it again. So this time I think what I'm going to try and do is use the end of a paintbrush, and I'm going to try and make a wave design. And you could experiment with different sizes of paintbrushes, or different things like pencils, different thicknesses, to see if you can get different marks from them. So this is a slightly thicker one. Let's see if this makes any difference. And I might see what happens if I just use the other end of the paintbrush. Just start. So that's quite nice because it's a square brush, so you get these nice little rectangular marks. And then I'm going to flatten it out again. And I'll have a go with my hairbrush. So that's quite nice. Get some lovely wavy lines going on there. So I'm going to brush this into the centre. And then what I might do is introduce some of the colours. I quite like the idea of making a mandala out of sand. So I don't know if you've seen a mandala before, but it's kind of using circles to create repeating patterns. So I'm going to use this pink because I really like pink. I really like pink and blue together. So I'm just going to try and delicately sort of pour my pink on in lines. It's quite nice to just listen to the sounds that the sand makes as well, you know, as it hits the page. And then, so I've marked out some different sections there, and then I'm going to go into the middle and just try and create some circles. Okay. And I'm going to use my paintbrush and I'm going to see if I can drag these colours out a little bit. And then I think I'm going to use some orange. I'm going to just go in here with the orange and just gently pour the orange round in a circle. Okay. Oops. And then use some of this turquoise. Go in the gaps. And then I might try and, this might be a bit fiddly, but I'm going to try and do little dots of colour in my blue bits. I think because you're working with sand, it's impossible to get it all perfect, so you sort of have to just embrace the messiness of it and the imperfection of it. And we know that it's not a permanent artwork, so kind of gives us license just to have a play and a mess around. There we go. And then I might do some little dots Around the edge, you might just have enough sand. There we go. So now what I might do is I might use my paintbrush again just to kind of make some marks in the orange. That out a little bit. There we go. So there's my sand mandala. So what I'm going to do is just sort of sit and look at this and appreciate it for a couple of seconds. And then I'm going to get my comb and I'm really going to enjoy this. I'm just going to brush through it all. Say goodbye to it. There we go. And then you can also use your finger, so I'm going to have a go at just creating like a spiral. And this is just really relaxing to do. You know, it's really lovely just to kind of feel the texture of the sand on your finger and like listen to the noise. And you can just keep going with this as long as you feel like, until you feel like you've had enough. There's not really an end point to it where you've got a finished piece. You can just keep playing and playing. So there you go, that was Change the Picture. I hope you enjoyed following along with the video today. If you did, please like and share with your friends and family. We'd love to see what you created. Please tag us at Cartwheel Arts and hashtag Draw the Day in any pictures that you post online. You can also email your pictures to admin@cartwheelarts.org.uk and we'll feature you in our Draw the Day online gallery. Until next time, take care. Bye bye.